In this video, I'm going to explain how to insert citations and reference lists into your paper using Microsoft Word's automatic function. Now, you can do all this stuff manually, but it's kind of hard and requires you to be very careful. Okay, here's a paper, Inhibitory Effects of Various Anti-Browning Agents on Apple Slices. Okay, and just to show you some examples of citations, so right here, this is a citation, and it includes the family name and the year of the author. Okay. Over here, you can see another one. If there are more than one author, then they're listed like this. Okay. But only the family names, not the first names or anything else. And basically, the way this is used is, for example, this point here would cover the information in this sentence. So this sentence comes from this source. Okay, so when we have a sentence and then we have a citation that tells us where this paper comes from, if we want to know more details about that, we go to the end of the paper and we can, here it is, and you'll see it says references. And here's that reference. Okay, we look it up by the family name. They're in alphabetical order, at least in this style. This is called APA style. I can see here, here's the name of the paper, New Approaches in Improving the Shelf Life of Minimally Processed Fruit and Vegetables. Here's the name of the journal, Trends in Food Science and Technology, the page numbers, and everything. So this is all the information I need to go to the internet and find out. If I keep going down, what was the other one? Kim, Smith, Lee. This is the other paper that was cited there, and then here's the journal. Okay. Now, I mentioned APA style. If you're using APA style, then the reference list will look like this, and it will be in alphabetical order with the family names first and only the initials, first initials of the author. Every style has its own rules, okay? And that's the reference list. In the citation in APA style, we use the family name or multiple family names here. Okay, where was this one? Yeah, Kim, Smith, and Lee. Okay, and then the year, and put it in parentheses like that. And every style is different. I'll show you a different style in a minute here. Depending on the way you write the sentence, in this case, we wrote the sentence like this, or they wrote the sentence like this. Processing operations such as peeling, cutting, and shredding, and so on. And then this is where that information came from. If you use the names of the authors like this, Nicolas, Richard Forget, whatever, and so on, and then use like a verb like reported that and explain what they found, then you only need to put the year in parentheses because we already mentioned the family names of the authors. Okay, let me show you a different paper. This is a paper, Breakfast Consumption and Cognitive Function in Adolescent School Children. And if you look at this paper does not use APA style. It uses a different style. I think it's called IEEE or something like that. And in this case, you have this 1, and then 2, and then 3, 4. Here's 2 again, okay? It's still the same that if I go to the end of the paper, I'll find the reference list, but this time they're not in alphabetical order. They're in the order that they appear in the paper, okay? So this is just a different style, and there are many, many, many different styles for citations and reference lists. And it depends on the journal or your teacher or whatever, which one you use. Now I'm going to show you how to use APA style because that's the style that I use. Okay, so here I have a paper. So this first sentence here, oxalic acid can slow the browning process of apple slices. That one comes from this Apple paper. That's where I got the information. Okay, so we're going to put in a citation for that. Okay, the end of the sentence before the period is where I'm going to insert it. I'm going to come up to this tab, okay, which is I think it's the References tab in English. And then I'm going to make sure I select my style. Okay, you can see that there's a whole bunch of styles here. Here's that IEEE one. We want APA. And then I'm going to click this and make a new citation. Now I want to make sure that it's selected for a journal article in this case because this is a journal article. And I want to set it to English so that it'll all get formatted correctly. And I want to get more fields here. Okay. And now I start putting my information in. Okay. SM Sun, Katie Moon. Okay. So I just do it like this. SM Sun. And then put a semicolon. Not a comma, a semicolon between the names. K, D, space, Moon, I think was the next one. And then C, Y, whoops, Lee. Okay. And then when I'm done with that, I need to put the title in. Next, I'm going to put the name of the journal, which is up here, Food Chemistry. Okay, next I'm going to put the year, which is 2001. Next I'll put the page numbers, 23 to 30. And then next I want to put the volume and the issue. Okay, now here I found the volume 73. I don't see an issue number, so I'll just put that one, 73. And then I'm going to click OK, and you'll see, boom, it got inserted in there with the commas and everything. Okay. Next, I have another one. I started this one with the names of the authors, Cooper, Bandelow, and Neville. Found that, breakfast consumption, and so on. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Come right after the name. I'm going to go here and click to get a new one. Let's make sure we select English. It's a journal article. Click this to get more information. And now let's find that article. Here it is. Okay, S.B. Cooper, S. Bandelow, M.E. Neville. Okay. Okay, and make sure that you put, M period E period space Neville, and then after, between the names, not after, but between the names, put a semicolon. Okay, let's get the title. Breakfast consumption. Okay, let's get the name of the journal, Physiology and Behavior. Let's get the year, 2011. Okay, the page number was, and then the volume number is 103. And click good. And there it is. Now you notice I have the name repeated. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this, right click on it, and come down here to edit this entry. And I'm going to come up here. Now I can put a page number in if I'm doing a quote, for example. But in this case, I just want to show the author. I don't want to show the author, and I don't want to show the title. You got to click that too. Okay. And when you do that, there, it's exactly like we want it. Okay. And then finally, I put one more down here. I'm actually going to change this. I'm going to write sun, moon, and Lee. Now, there's 3 authors, and I already mentioned one of them. I already mentioned this paper once, so now I can just do et al. Okay, and I'll come right after this period, and I already used this paper, so if I click up here, you see it's already listed. So click that, come down here, let's edit that. We don't want the authors, don't want the titles. Click good, good. There's a little line here because I have a period after et al, but you're supposed to have a period after et al because it's an abbreviation. Okay, so that's how you get the citations put in your paper. And then when you're done with your paper and you want to make the reference list, I usually just make a title and write references. And then I come up here. And I don't choose one of these formats because it comes with the title already. I like to put the title references. Otherwise, you're going to have to change it. I just click this one. And look at that. It's all done. I got a small complaint. This is Calibri and down here is not Calibri. So I'll just select that and change the font to Calibri so it matches. There. Okay. And there I go. I got my reference list too. Now, one thing that's really cool about this is that once you have your citations and your reference list done, I can easily change the style. Like if I want to switch it to this IEEE style, I just click this, and now you'll see it's all been done. These have been reformatted into that style, and the ones and twos have been stuck in here. Okay, I want to go back to APA. I just click that. And there I go, I'm back in APA style. Now, if you're writing just one short paper, this automatic system in Word is pretty good. You know, it gets you exactly what you want. It's much better than doing it by hand, typing all this in manually, because it's really easy to make mistakes with this. However, just to let you know for the future, there are other things that you can use to do reference lists. And if you're writing a longer paper, or if you're writing many papers about the same research topic, then you should use a proper reference software. And the most popular ones are that I've heard of are EndNote, Mendeley, and Zotero. EndNote is very, very expensive, and Mendeley and Zotero are free. I use Zotero. This is what Zotero looks like, and you can see here I have a lot of references stored in here. Okay, what I like about it is I can go to an internet page and I can just click and automatically add all of this in, so I don't have to type that stuff. Also, the PDFs are stored right in here, so if I just click on one of these, then it opens up in a PDF document. Okay, and then once you have your citations entered into Zotero, then, so this one was Davies, 1989, okay, I can automatically reference those in Word. I'm using, this is Word on Mac, but it'll be the same thing in Windows. Add citation. Choose APA, and then I can just search for it like this, Davies. All right, there it is. Hit enter, and I'm done. And when I want to make a reference list, I just do the same thing. Zotero, add bibliography. And there it is, it's done. So in the future, I recommend you use one of these things. But if you just need to write one paper, then the Word function, like we talked about here, is very good and will help you to help prevent you from making a lot of mistakes.